first off, we're going to start by defining prefigurative culture. Prefigurative culture, a culture or society wherein individuals commonly learn from those younger than themselves. The picture does a really good job of describing or explaining prefigurative culture. You can see the two younger girls showing the older woman how to use the computer. It has been proposed that technology is the reason for this rapid change in idea of prefigurative culture, and that some Western cultures actually are leaning more towards this because it's possible that the youth have more of an intuition of the present than those older than them. Margaret Mead was an anthropologist, and she actually coined the term prefigurative culture. She wrote the book Culture and Commitment, in which she talked about youth, prefigurative culture, and the ideas surrounding what prefigurative culture is. In her book, Mead actually said that prefigurative culture was the new generation gap, or an updated generation gap. And she said the reason why she felt prefigurative culture was such up and coming was because of the quick community that is united by shared knowledge and danger. And she is right. I mean, we share knowledge on social media sites, on our 24-hour news. We learn about danger on our 24-hour news, social media, those types of things. But then again, she talks about commitment in the book, and how that the younger generation doesn't have the responsibility of commitment, and how that the younger generation, they have so many possibilities that commitment isn't an issue, which I found very interesting. And since she compared prefigurative culture to an updated generation gap, I thought it was appropriate to talk about the different generations out there. So there are 4 main generations as of right now: the mature and silent generation, the baby boomers, Generation X, Generation Y, and the millennials. And so I began to think about the things that the millennials could potentially teach these other generations that they are not accustomed to, and kind of think about prefigurative culture outside of technology. So the first thing I thought of was currency, which kind of has technology built into it. So first off, we don't use checkbooks, and debit cards are becoming more frequently. We've taught the older generations how to use debit cards. Paying your bills online has become more prefigurative. We teach that now, and it's, go paperless. It's better. And then also using an app to pay your bills online or pay for things. It's just easier that way. Some things that were actually technology based was come to mind was a phone. Cell phones are computers in the palms of your hands, and now TVs have become large computers with smart TVs, with apps on the TVs. And teaching the older generations how to use these new TVs are something that's up and coming, I believe. Also, some other things that were kind of technology-based that made me think of prefigurative culture were the use of newspapers and phone books, how important they used to be. The newspaper is where you got your news, and the phone book is where you got your information to find somebody, look somebody up. Now, with the phone book, you can instant message someone on Facebook. You can get an app that has the phone book in it. When it comes to reading the newspaper, you can read the newspaper on your tablet. And these are things that other generations do not know, that they will eventually have to be taught. So then I began to look at research that was against prefigurative culture, that told us what our elders teach us about daily life. And so I began to think about things that I had been taught. And so I've been taught to cook by my grandparents. I've been taught religion from my mother. But the research says the most important thing that elders teach us are our family values. And so family values, as you can see, it ranges from love, how you spend your time, how you spend your money. Is education a valuable thing to you? What brings you joy? What is fun to you? What religion? How many kids you want to have? What is God to you? What is rest? What is joy and peace? So all of these things are combined to make something that the youth cannot teach us. It's important for our elders to teach us these key factors in daily life, whereas we could not learn these without our elders, because they've been there. They know what these things are and how important they are. So to answer my question,